And I'm going to blame some of the people in this room.
And some of the people that you meet on the road are really amazing people.
Some of the people going after him were just as crazy.
What I meant was I might recognize the farm or some of the people.
Some of the people. Some of the people. 一部の人はという意味ですね。会話でも文章でもよく使われます。一度覚えれば今日からでも使えるシンプルな表現なのでぜひ身につけてください。さらっと言えるように100回くらい練習しましょう。それではネイティブがどういう風に発音するか聞いてみましょう。
I'm going to blame some of the people in this room.
And some of the people that you meet on the road are really amazing people.
Some of the people going after him were just as crazy.
What I meant was I might recognize the farm or some of the people.
I think some of the people here might be sexually inexperienced.
And there were people in the water, and some of the people in the lifeboats just wanted more room to stretch their legs, but then the people in the water froze, and that was on their conscience.
I want to apologize to some of the people in town.
It's just some of the people.
Some of the people will never obey this law.
All or some of the people to whom we were attached as children.
Even should that happen to be true, Mr. Hill, I am not as easily mesmerized as some of the people in this town.
These are some of the people I've helped.
At that point, some of the people of Jerusalem began to ask, isn't this the man they are trying to kill?
About some of the people you've been seeing over the past month or so.
I've been talking to some of the people around here in the marketplace, asking them.
Some of the people in here are really messed up.
You enjoy meeting some of the people here, sir?
Some of the people will be fellas.
I wish there was something I could say to comfort you, because I know the sort of thing you'll have to put up with from some of the people in the village over this.
And some of the people took it completely seriously, and some of them found it funny, but I really felt.
Some of the people stopped me in the street, too.
It's where you see some of the people you've been before.
Then perhaps you could give me the names of some of the people down there with whom you work.
Someday I'm going to surprise some of the people in this town.
They'll destroy a few buildings and kill a few people. Probably some of the people here.
He says he believes they are real, but is concerned about exactly what is being examined by some of the people now questioning the documents.
I think it's some of the people in it who are wrong.
Some of the people who live in it.
Meet some of the people who make this kind of film and learn how it's done.
Let's talk to some of the people who've been there.
Some of the people that started here were David Brenner, Jimmy Walker, Gabe Kaplan, Freddie Prinz, and who knows, maybe this next young man might.
I'm going to talk to some of the people who may have been in this area and see if I can find out what happened.
I talked this morning with some of the people who knew the Pope family best.
Some of the people with me might be, but not me.
Here's some of the people from the community I've been talking to.
Maybe it's just some of the people.
Oh, yes, so do Sam and I.
You wouldn't believe some of the degenerate pursuits of some of the people in our society.
You can even fool some of the people all of the time.
Pay section were interested in some of the people using it, so they approached me.
So some of the people you see in there didn't even know they were in a movie until I showed them a few weeks ago back in my hometown.
Some of the people forget and some of them won't.
Well, anything's possible, RG, but maybe we can speak to some of the people on television who've been calling us thugs and criminals first.
Some of the people in the balcony can't hear you.
Some of the people around here felt the house should be left vacant.
It's just some of the people I have to impress take it frightfully seriously.
Some of the people I met at Chiller had seen my first movie, Soft for Digging.
And according to some of the people in this room, we haven't even been able to do that.
Yeah, well, while you're busy noticing things, why don't you go back talk to some of the people who work for the same paper?
We can put some of the people helping with the vintage Santa sleigh in costumes like this.
I'm afraid of some of the people here.
These are some of the people that I install them for.
Grady!
They were kin to some of the people that owned our farm where you live, Nathan.
Some of the people of Bluff Askew are even related to us.
I'd like to talk to some of the people in the sales department.
He was so good, some of the people he robbed didn't want to prosecute.
Anyway, I couldn't stop thinking about some of the people that I interviewed and just felt like I had to write about it.
I thought it might be a good idea for John to meet some of the people responsible for saving his life.
Some of the people in it are dangerous.
Some of the people whom I mentioned were not from of backgrounds, but some of them were.
Some of the people shot were still moving.
Some
Some of the people I've been talking to tell me Millie had a pretty big habit.
Hey, pal, I know you don't feel like celebrating, but why don't you close it down, come out, say hello to some of the people?
What I'm hoping is that maybe you know some of the people who could help a person get such a patent.
You can fool all of the people some of the time, and some of the people all of the time.
Dr. Shepard, perhaps you'd like to meet some of the people who inhabit the space station.
Some of the people participating in violence have been seen wearing masks and disguises.
I'm starting to give some of the people passes.
Barbara liked to have a good time, and the behavior that she indulged in with some of the people that she did, Errol Flynn, Steve Cochran.
I'm getting to know some of the people in the house.
Now, before we get to the presentation, let's hear from some of the people whose lives have been touched by this great man.
And we talk about the film business, and some of the people who use that phrase forget that it is a business.
I thought it would be good for folks to meet some of the people we're trying to help.
I think the custom videos, some of the people seem like...
Bring in some of the people for questioning.
You can fool some of the people all the time.
Some of the people I've met are really awesome.
See some of the people who live around here.
People are the people with the stick.
Some of the people are definitely against integration.
Some of the people who live here, you've seen them.
Now, to prepare for this, I suggest you take the rest of the week off. While some of the people less fortunate than yourself are leaving.
I thought that maybe one day you'd warm to the idea yourself and we'd actually be some of the people to leave this place, but you never did.
Of course, some of the people in the housing tract behind those trees have dogs, and one of them could have come running over here chasing a squirrel or was digging for a groundhog or something, and the barking and the whining just kind of...
We're trying to find out why some of the people have immunity.
The shallowness of some of the people is just the worst.
I don't have the eloquence of some of the people that you've heard in the last few days.
It's been interesting, though, when we went to some of the film festivals, for example, in Vancouver, you get the response from some of the people who live in Vancouver and very much live this lifestyle, and they're...
But tonight, how about going with me to a karate match and meet some of the people involved?
You can fool some of the people some of the time, and some of the time, most of the time, somebody's got to get it.
You know, I really should mingle with some of the people from the network.
But I can give you the names of some of the people on the panel.
Musicians or music. Just because some of the people are wrong, it doesn't matter.
Some of the people were like, whoa, did he just say semen?
But Chris is purebred, and some of the people around here might be peeved because it's Brex, and the dog might come to harm.
I'd also like to say a few words to some of the people that are here with us today about all the support that you've shown my family through this whole ordeal.
Matter of fact, some of the people that you haven't put in the hospital seem to think that you were a very nice guy.
Maybe while he's here, we can introduce him to the community, get to know some of the people, see the town.
I thought it would be really fun to invite some of the people that we went to high school with tonight.
I'd like to get to know some of the people in the neighborhood.
When I told some of the people I went to high school with that I was single, they... I don't know,
They can fool some of the people part-time, but the worm will turn.
We prepare food for a lot of homeless people here, and some of the people who've been coming for years.
For some of the people with a lot of money were common and ought to be below she and Claude.
But some of the people, they end up...
Yeah, the police for sure, but some of the people...
Someone like Bobby Charlton would resent some of the people who came in.
About some of the people around you and their affiliations?
You know, I read with some of the people that read for you, Clark.
And I know some of the people, so I thought I might contact.
Well, some of the people we've met today are totally crazy, though.
If you ask some of the people around here, they'll tell you that Erickson did it.
Well, my husband John was thinking about giving a party and getting to know some of the people in...
Meet the rest of the faculty, some of the people you'll be working with.
And I would just like to take a moment to acknowledge some of the people that are responsible.
Do you ever worry that some of the people that come here may be inspired?
But you do want to meet some of the people I know.
Yeah, that and some of the people I met.
I sent you a list of some of the people supporting them.
Let me tell you about some of the people in this congregation, friends.
And some of the people who had good blood had lost their money and had to rent.
I need you to network with some of the people that are going to be at the party tonight.
Some of the people who love us the most were kind enough to give me a hand.
Some of the people have... Well, they've disappeared.
Just some of the people who live up there think that they're better than everyone else because they live on the top floor.
And it seems as if some of the people here are unhappy about me taking a picture back.
Just keep in touch with some of the people in the program.
And you'd be amazed at some of the people we've dug up.
Some of the people around here, when you can't trust them any further than you can see them.
So, on this foggy morning in America's heartland, let's talk to some of the people who are already getting ready to make the world's best hamburgers.
I should go home now, or at least have a chance of fooling some of the people some of the time.
Tonight, we've not only seen great artists, but also some of the people behind those artists, members of their music family, of our music family.
We've rounded up some of the people who ran the bank.
Some of the people will be crying in their napkins.
Oh, Inspector, I asked some of the people here about the altar boy.
I mean, I know I don't play by all the rules, but considering some of the people running around the world, I'm just a waste of time.
The house has been empty for 13 years, and some of the people around here say it's haunted.
Just some of the people.
You can fool some of the people some of the time, but...
He also said, you can fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all of the people all of the time.
Maybe we can fool some of the people.
Look, I just think it's really fun to see some of the people from our past.
People in stands looking for a foul as well.
Some of the people we've approached have had a little problem with the term has-been.
You bust other people with a stick.
They have been reported to have glowing eyes by some of the people I've talked to.
Some of the people here can't distinguish reality from illusion.
Introduce you to some of the people.
Kate, see if you can get Hanson to talk on camera to some of the people he helped.
I recognize some of them, some of the people.
We lost people, and some of the people that I lost, like I had a friend who passed away.
A few thousand for some of the people.
You know, you can fool some of the people all of the time, and all of the people some of the time, but the first fellow who said that was shot.
To our attention that some of the people who might have misplaced them, they probably go to the schools.
I tell you what, I'd rather clean up after pigs in a barn than clean up behind some of the people in this place.
And some of the people she helped are still around.
Distinction without a difference to some of the people I work with.
Some of the people down there are really fantastic.
I like this place because the connections I share here with some of the people, like...
Some of the people in this town ain't very accurate shooters.
Some of the people you work with, anything.
Let's talk a little bit about some of the people who lived in that house before Lexi. Namely, Marla and Samuel Simmons.
Some of the people have been living here for like 20 plus years.
Well, not everyone, because some of the people are really stupid.
Some of the people there are just so snobby.
I've seen a lot of diversity in my long life, and at times I've been challenged to understand some of the people I've met, but inevitably...
Some of the people is beaten along the way.
Some of the people I was having to deal with were Mexicans.
Some of the people are well known.
I think the book is crazy, and some of the things, well, some of the people who read it.
いかがでしたか？気に入ったフレーズを見つけたら何度も声に出して練習し、自分で使えるフレーズを増やしていきましょう。